I'd been doing some work for a friend. At the end of the day, I'd borrowed my friend's pickup truck and took my pickup truck back to the place where I was living. And I was taking my tools from my friend's pickup truck, setting them on the sidewalk, and getting ready to carry my tools back into the house, to the place where I was living. And as I was taking my tools from the pickup truck and setting them on the ground, somebody pulled up along the road and called me over and said, "Hey, please come here." So I walked over. I wasn't sure what does this guy want. I walked over and yeah, hey, how's it going? And didn't want to get too close. I wasn't sure who is this, and he stayed in his car. And he said, "Hey, can you do electrical work?" And he said, "I saw you have a bunch of tools here. Can you do electrical work?" And so I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, I can do some electrical work." And at this time, I was doing little odds and ends, trying to make some income for myself. And so I said, "Yeah, I can do electrical work. What do you have?" And he said, "Well, I have a three-way light switch that I'm trying to put in, and I can't figure it out. Will you come and help me?" And I said, "Sure, I can do that." And three-way light switch is, if you know what you're doing, it is real easy to do. I said, "Sure, I'll do that. Can I wait till my friend comes so that we can go together?" There's something about this man that I didn't really trust. I didn't want to go into his house alone and wasn't quite sure what it was. And then he said, "Yeah." Then he kept saying, "Yeah, I have a light switch. Come, let's go now." And "Oh, you want your friend to come? Well, you can bring your friend. That's okay too. Bring your friend." And it's a three-way light switch. And I was a little bit confused at what this guy, something just didn't seem right. And so I was there, and he was there, and we were talking a little bit back and forth. And finally he said, "Well, actually, what I really want to ask you is, will you come and can we do something together that really should only be done in a marriage relationship?" And he used a more graphic word than that. And I turned to him and I looked at him, and I was embarrassed. I was violated. I was ashamed. How could this guy ask me out like that? And to be honest, if we would have been standing together on the sidewalk, I would have taken my fist and I probably would have hit him right about then. But because he was sitting in the car and I'm standing up on the sidewalk and a little bit distance is between us, I told him, I said, that's not what I had in mind, and I forget what words I used. But anyway, he soon took off. He was in his car. He soon sped off. But I felt violated. I then went into the house and brought the tools in, and I felt violated. And so I called my father up, and I said, "Father, you wouldn't believe what just happened to me." And I explained the situation to my dad, and my dad was in a week of meetings, but he answered the phone, and he listened to me and listened to the experience that I just had. And then at the end of hearing my story, my father said some very wise words. And those words were, "Son, remember, Jesus died for this man also." And then all of that anger that I had, that I was holding up for this man that just violated me, all that anger just disappeared. And I realized that Jesus died for that man. And the anger was replaced with love. Brothers and sisters, it's true. No matter how violated we feel, no matter what people do, even though they may kill us, they did that to Jesus. But Jesus was willing to die. Jesus died for those that were even crucifying him. I hope and pray that I could be faithful in my Christian testimony for that. Remember, Jesus died for that man also. God bless.